chosen ones, the old souls, the light workers, the healers that came to earth right now at this time to help humanity awaken. The 10 signs that I will talk about today will not only give you confirmation that you are a chosen one, but also show you that you are not crazy, that you're just different, because you are here to make a change. If you feel like you don't fit into the world you inherited, it is because you were born to help create a new one. Sign number 1 is you felt or still feel both unworthy and destined. So I want to mention this sign at first because it is so paradoxical and something really, really typical with chosen ones, with light workers, with old souls, with healers. It is such a crazy thing to feel unworthy and to question yourself and to feel that you are not good enough. But in the same time, feeling deep inside that you are destined for something greater, that you are here for a reason, that you are important. And this is something I only find in chosen ones. Because there are people, of course, that have issues with self-worth, that have issues with their bodies or with who they are or if they are good enough. Of course, there are many people that have this. And there are many people that feel that they are important and that they are here for a good reason. So they are both, but having both things together is something really unique to chosen ones. And this is something chosen ones have to go through. This is something to learn, to process, so that later in life you are able to love and accept yourself. And I can tell you, when you start to accept yourself and love yourself and closing that gap between low self-worth and feeling and knowing that you're destined for something greater, your life becomes much, much better because you are here for something important. And when you begin to love yourself, love your body, love who you are, working on your mission and doing what you're here to do becomes easier and easier. But as I said, this is something typical for chosen ones, and it is also one of these transformations that you have to go through. Number 2, you've always felt different. Yes, I think this is something that all the chosen ones have in common. You just don't fit into this world. You feel different, and this often already starts in childhood. And that also means that it doesn't make your life easy. Being different than most people can make things difficult, even more if you are young and don't understand that you are different for a reason. So having that feeling of you are not the same as others, that you're different, and whatever you try to fit in and be the same as others, it just doesn't work, right? Sign number 3, you are not dogmatic. I met a lot of chosen ones in my life. And one thing that all have really in common is that they are all, of course, deeply spiritual. And this can be from childhood on, but it could also be after a spiritual awakening. But they are spiritual. So they are really spiritual people. But what I see in all of them is that they are not dogmatic. Some are Christians, some are Muslims, some are any religion or no religion at all. Some worship by praying, some worship in a church, some worship in nature, some worship by reading books, some just light a candle, some just talk to their higher selves. They worship in really different ways. And what they know and what they have in common is that there are different ways and that this is okay. And that they don't have to put their kind of worship on someone else, because worshiping is personal. And spirituality is really personal. And however you live your spirituality, it is the right thing for you. And in there, you will find the most beautiful things. And in there, it is your path. But you as a chosen one, you understand and feel, or began to understand recently, that it doesn't matter how someone worships. It doesn't matter what religion or no religion or what spirituality they have. Because in the end, God is one. And these are all just different facets on living spirituality and on living God. Number 4, you went through multiple transformations. With every chosen one that I talk, with every client that I have that are chosen ones, and usually all of them are, one thing is clear and stands out, and that is that transformation is one of the main topics of their lives. So transformation means you go through the darkness and you come up in light. And to do that, to go through a transformation and transmute your energy and parts of your life like that, needs a lot of conscious decision and braveness. And being brave and saying, well, okay, I go through that darkness, but I will change. I will change that and I will transmute darkness into light. And so with every transformation that you go through in life, and you went through a lot, and you will still go through some, you come out on the other side bigger, stronger, more you. So a big sign that you are a chosen one is that you go through a lot of transformations in your life. Sign number 5 that you are a chosen one, you feel the calling. You are here for a mission. You are here for a reason. You are here to change the vibration of the earth and humanity. And you know that in some way or the other, you know that you can feel, and you've always felt that you're here for something greater. You may have been in school or learning a profession or went to university or whatever, or did some job, but you always felt like, this is not everything. I'm not here for that. I'm not here to make money and this is all there is. No, you can feel that you are here for something great. And this could be anything. You know, not all chosen ones become officially helpers or healers or something like that. No, you don't have to do that. But you know that your existence here on earth has a bigger meaning. You know that you have to answer the call. And I can tell you already, you just by watching this video and understanding that you are a chosen one, you are answering the call. Number 6, things of a normal life are difficult for you. Of course, we already touched on being different. But what I mean here is that things of a normal life can be really, really challenging for you. That means a normal job, let's say, or school, or relationships, or your relationship to food, or your relationship to your body, or your relationship to the world around you. So things that should be normal, because everyone has a body, everyone has to eat, everyone has to go to school, everyone has to work, everyone has to have relationships in their life. So all these normal things are challenging for you. Because you are different, you are more evolved already, these things are difficult. That doesn't mean they can't work. And actually, the more you work on yourself and the more you awaken and understand who you are, the easier these things get, and you will create even new kinds of these normal things. So you can thrive in all these normal aspects of life, but only when you work on them and when you understand that you work differently, that you are not the same, and that things could be challenging until you work on them, you work on your shadow, you get healings, you understand that you are different. So yes, these things may be challenging for you, but it doesn't mean they have to stay like that. Sign number 7, that you are a chosen one, you are sensitive or even highly sensitive. So you do not only feel things more intense than other people, you also pick up energies. You know when someone is not good. You know when things are off. And you also know when things are really good. You have an intuition. I don't know if you listen to your intuition, but you have really strong intuition. And you can feel things. You know when things are right and you know when things are wrong. And most importantly, you know when things are right for you and wrong for you. It could also be that you're sensitive to too much light, to too much noise, to things that are simply too much for you. And you taking your time to withdraw and being alone and process the things that you experience is really important. I don't know if you do that or not, but it's really important to do that. Because you pick up so much and you see so much, you also need time to process these things. Number 8, you got through some real darkness. And I touched on darkness already when I talked about transformation. But the thing is, you as a chosen one had to go through darkness. And maybe you are going through darkness right now. And your darkness is darker than usual. What you experience in your life may be the worst things that a person can experience. And these can be things that happen on the outside of you, you know, from outside agency happen to you. But it could also be that it's just your mind doing things like depression, some disorders, some addictive behavior, or other things like that. So you going through these real darknesses shows what kind of soul you are. You are an old soul. And you being here and experiencing all this darkness is so that your light can shine even brighter. What did Jung say? Something like, you don't become enlightened by imagining light. You become enlightened by shedding light on the darkness, on your darkness. And that's why a chosen one gets all these possibilities to work on the darkness. Sign number 9, that you are a chosen one. You attract people in crisis. This may have happened to you already. You attract people that need help. You attract people that are in crisis, that don't feel good, that are sad, that have some problems in their lives. Why do you attract them? Because they can feel that even just your energy will help them. They can feel that you are vibrating higher. They can feel that you have a healing, evolved energy, that you are an old soul. And they can feel it, and that's why they look for you. And when they encounter you somewhere, and this sometimes is just someone on the street smiling at you, looking at you just a little bit longer than usual, or talk to you somewhere, because they know that you help them. Just your existence will help them. But of course, this can also be another extreme. It could be that you always attract partners that are in crisis, or that feel really bad, or that need help. It could also be that your friends always come to you when they don't feel good, when they have problems in their lives. And this is all amazing. Just protect your own energy. You also are, at the moment, just human. And so if there's something that is too much for you, have boundaries. That's really important. And number 10, you're humble, even though you are a chosen one. Being a chosen one, being an old soul, could lead to feeling spiritually better than others. Yes, you are more evolved. That's what it is. But it doesn't mean that you have to become arrogant or thinking that you are better than others, because you are not. We are not. No one is. We are the same. We are just in different stages of our evolution. And we come from maybe different places, our souls. But that doesn't matter. We are all here on earth and all have these experiences. So you are not better than others. And you know that and you feel that. And even if you have this big calling and this big mission here on earth, you're humble. And you know this mission was given to you for a reason. And not because you're better, but because you are more evolved. And because you can handle it. And all these signs are typical for chosen ones. Let me know in the comments down below how you feel about them. Do you have all these signs or just a few of them? And if you feel that you have some blockages in your path as a chosen one, in your path of helping humanity grow and evolve, find all the links of what I have to offer in the description down below. Thank you for being here. Let's see you in the next one. Bye.